Hello, friends? The defender, Marina surprised her husband by visiting his position on the Donetsk front, where she showed up with all her combat gear, but when he arrives, he doesn't recognize her. She tells him there's a drone up there and asks her sweetheart to give her a second. She complains to him that she's been waiting for him with all that gear on, and he's still in shock. A moment of joy at the front for one of Ukraine's tough defenders, who, upon meeting his wife, transforms once again into a gentle husband. I hope both of them can enjoy a long and happy life together. This is a bit more somber. A group of Ukrainian soldiers is surrounded by the invaders, and they record what they believe will be their last message. Brothers, our last battle is the most important one. We hit them hard. To be honest, it makes me want to cry. It's okay, we'll live if we don't die. All-around defense. We have invaders on all sides. 4 warriors, 5. We massacred Russia's elite troops yesterday. And today too. We will resist until the end. I have more than 1,000 bullets. Ukrainians, watch this video. Remember who is resisting here and how we are resisting. I'll show you my last position. Today is November 1st. I love you all very much, my dears. Goodbye. Goodbye. What a beautiful, beautiful day. On that side, our guys got cut off, and the invaders are there, firing with everything they've got. They just bombarded us with grads, grenade launchers. The infantry is advancing. All day for 2 days straight. We are in Jeorivka. In case you know where it is, Pavlivka has already been taken. The 72nd Brigade has already withdrawn. Our flank is exposed. They're bombing us mercilessly. No, I don't know what to tell you. Value every day you have. Even so, we endure. No rotation, no days off, 20 days a month. 20 days, 22 days. Right now, even more so, we don't have anyone to replace us. Our company was destroyed. Everyone is either dead or wounded. I don't know how we're holding out here, but we're holding out. I don't want to cause panic or tears. We are patriots. We are legends. We are laws. We're going through 15 boxes a day.
Передай привет детям.
Guys, tanks are coming toward us. Tanks are coming? Yes, now tanks too.
Ой.
This is our main gunner who's blinding the invaders. They're bastards. In case you're wondering what happened, yes, they managed to survive because even though they were surrounded, they received support from another unit, which allowed them to withdraw the next day. They posted a video on Facebook shortly after, confirming that they had managed to escape and everyone was safe. This experience shows us not only the courage of the defenders in the face of an extreme situation, but also their determination to keep fighting, even when everything was against them. Also, the fact that they had a large amount of ammunition allowed them to keep repelling the attacks. This happened in 2022. The mentality of continuing to fight despite everything has not changed, but now the defenders have artillery parity and superiority in unmanned systems, which is being felt more and more every day on the drone-dominated battlefield in Donetsk. The first Unmanned Systems Center released footage on April 17th of the destruction of another Panzer S-1 anti-aircraft battery, this time in the outskirts of Mariupol, which was installed in an elevated position to protect the city. Too bad it couldn't even protect itself. The Panzer S-1 combines cannons and missiles to provide short-range point defense, which makes it a priority target in the campaign that the defenders are carrying out against the air defenses of the Z-Horde in the occupied areas. But it wasn't the only one, because the day before, the same center deputinized another Panzer in Mariupol, which was also installed on a specially built berm to give it a better field of fire. This is significant because the destruction of the panzers is generally the first step in a systematic attack campaign in that sector of the front. Now, related to that, on April 16, the 1st Azov Army Corps released an official video indicating that it has established that surveillance and sustained fire control over all the main logistical routes of the Horde around the occupied city of Donetsk. Let us remember that these routes are more than 50 kilometers from the current front line in areas that, until recently, the invaders considered relatively safe. These routes are vital for supplying the Russian forces that are sustaining the offensives toward Pokrovsk, Chasiv Yar, and other hotspots in Donetsk. Therefore, if the defenders have really managed to establish control, the cost of transporting ammunition, fuel, and reinforcements to the front will increase significantly for the invaders. The statement also emphasizes that any military target moving along the roads around Donetsk will be destroyed, which is only possible thanks to the degradation of the Russian air defense system that we've seen in recent months, having been hunted relentlessly and mercilessly by attack drones. Now we are beginning to see the real effects on the battlefield. In the video, we see high-quality footage obtained by drones flying over the Donbass Arena Stadium and the center of Donetsk city. The quality of the footage is high, which suggests that it was obtained by upgraded attack drones or fixed-wing systems with resistance to electronic warfare, since they managed to transmit that high-quality footage to their operator. The fact that the drones are reaching deep rear areas implies significant improvements in range, autonomy, resistance against aggressive measures, and communications. The goal in releasing this video is not to alert the invaders about what's coming, but to erode Russian morale and to force changes in convoy routes, making them use more escorts, move at night, or travel in smaller, more discreet groups, which in turn will create more opportunities to exploit gaps in air defenses inside the occupied territory. In a significant step toward greater integration on the battlefield, the 1st Azov Corps and the 7th Rapid Response Corps of the Air Assault Forces carried out their first command post exercises. These joint exercises were carried out with the support of the United States Security Assistance Group in Ukraine. The objective of these exercises was the synchronization of operations in adjacent sectors of the front. The staff officers of both elite formations improved joint planning, conducted combat simulations, and practiced NATO standard procedures, including the military decision-making process and intelligence preparation of the battlefield. Emphasis was placed on creating an integrated defensive system that includes reconnaissance, fire support, and the construction of engineer obstacles to prevent any enemy advance. At the boundaries between both corps, which are areas where Ivan always tries to cause trouble, since the responsibility for defense may not be clear between adjacent units. These exercises demonstrate the emphasis that commanders place on professional development and on leveraging Allied experience to strengthen the quality of command systems. Since by coordinating planning and execution between combat experience units that operate side by side, the defenders can evolve faster than the enemy, thus strengthening their overall defensive posture. I know it's less exciting than seeing turrets flying to infinity and beyond, but this is very relevant. To finish, some soldiers are also coming back home, where they receive the best welcome any defender could wish for. That's why it's worth continuing to fight. If you want to see additional content about the war in Ukraine, I invite you to visit our 2 new channels where we present information about the war in a different format. Don't forget to check them out. Remember to visit our Patreon, where for just $1 you'll have access to a large number of uncensored videos and documentaries. Lastly, visit our store, where you can find items inspired by some of Ukraine's most outstanding units. Carry history with you, and with every purchase, you'll be supporting the United 24 program, directly helping reconstruction efforts, aid to the civilian population, and defense. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel.